This artifact is called Bust of a King by the French artist Pierre Puget, who was born in 1620 and passed away in 1694. It was made sometime between 1663 and 1668. It is made out of marble and was purchased by the National Gallery of Canada in 1974. The inventory number for this item is 17,677. Puget spent much of his life in Italy. This work was likely carved in Genoa. The style reflects knowledge of contemporary sculpture in Rome, including work by Bernini. The king turns sharply to the side, his sudden movements setting the space around the bust into play. We can imagine him looking out towards something we ourselves cannot see. In the Roman models that inspired Puget, this violent motion was driven by a specific demand of the story, a sudden vision, for example. Here, without knowing the man's identity, it is difficult to understand what motivates his action. The effect is of a heroic, commanding figure. Born on the 16th of October 1620 in Marseille and passed away on the 2nd of December 1694, Pierre-Paul Puget is the son of a stonemason father and has two older brothers. Although he is known as a Baroque painter, he's done work in sculpture, architecture, and engineering. He started working at the age of 14, carving wooden ornaments in the galleys built in the Marseille shipyards. He later moved to Italy to continue his career, where he eventually met the painter Pietro da Cortona, who took him under his wings. Puget's career soared to such heights that he was designing plazas and squares in various cities, as well as creating magnificent sculptures of well-known figures such as Saint Sebastian. As for the Baroque style, it is often described as ornate, complex, lavish, and overly complex to the point of uselessness. Painters in this style often use intense and warm colors, often contrasting light and darkness, and choose dramatic moments to paint in their compositions. Their paintings are often asymmetrical to the point where many axes were tilted. Every moment was enhanced, from the movements to the decor, costumes, and emotions. Nothing was a simple presentation of a tranquil scene. Although classic Baroque went from the 1700s to the 1750s, many regions still practice the technique until the 1800s. Now it is largely abandoned as a technique, but it is sometimes used as a teaching technique or for personal practice by a particular artist. Baroque artists include the likes of André Pozzo, Georges de la Tour, and Nicolas Poudlessin.